Ciao ragazzi, bentornati, io sono Manu e questo è Venditti. Ciao e benvenuti alla lezione del secondo episodio di Italian Accelerator. Hello and welcome to the lesson of the second episode of Italian Accelerator, the course designed for upper intermediate to advanced students of Italian, and it's a course unique in its kind where one week I post an interview or a chat with my friends where we talk kind of slangy Italian, totally colloquial, totally authentic, non-scripted or unscripted. And then the following week I'm here in the studio analyzing that chunk of interview or chat and teaching you some expressions, some vocabulary, some grammar, some slang, some idiomatic expressions. Anyway, before I get started with today's episode, two important things, actually a bunch of important things. First of all, I've been sick, so if my nose is red and there's a lot of cuts, it's because I'm probably coughing, so forgive me for that, and I hope you can hear me okay. Secondly, before you watch this lesson, you must have watched and worked a little bit with the chat part, which is up here, so if you haven't seen it, please go ahead and see it. I'm going to use portions of that interview in today's lesson, but without the subtitles, so if you want to use the subtitles, then watch that video. Now, the thing that I want to tell you, it's kind of difficult to talk about something that I produce, but Italian Accelerator is an excellent tool for you to take your Italian to the next level. I know I read your comments and I know you're enjoying it, but one thing that I really must emphasize is that you use it to its full potential. Now, just because it's free and it's on YouTube, it doesn't mean you can't take advantage of it. If you were to buy this kind of course, look at Rosetta Stone, and let me not get started with that, but that's like $500 of a course, and of course it's not for advanced students, it's for beginners, but you get what I'm saying. This stuff is expensive, and these lessons are like, sometimes they're going to be around half an hour long, the lesson part, and I encourage you to be serious about it. Sit down, allocate a time, sit there with pen and paper, watch it over and over again, pause, subtitles, not subtitles, look up the words that you read in the subtitle that you didn't know, look them up, so that by the time you get to the lesson, we're very prepared. Also, something that I haven't mentioned before, but whenever I post a chat, in the comments, do ask about the expressions that you want to know about. After you've activated the subtitles, you should be able to get more of an idea of what's going on if you're an advanced student, obviously, student. And then if there are expressions that don't make sense, let me know in the comments. That way, in the following week, when I record this episode, which is the lesson, then I can address them. Okay, so let's start by watching the first portion of the chat with Rosella, and then I'll come and tell you some expressions about it, or from it. Ciao. Ma sei a scuola?
Oh,
Sei a scuola?
no, sono in studio. Sono in studio, questo studio è un appartamento praticamente.
Ah,
Ci sono 4 uffici. C'è il mio,
sì.
un avvocato e 2 architetti.
Ah, e quindi
E l'architetto,
tu sei lì in ufficio in qualità di traduttrice? In questo
sì,
momento.
ho uno studio di consulenza linguistica. Molto altisonante.
Comeri!
Molto altisonante. Vuoi fare un giro?
Facciamo un giro, ti prego. Consulenza
Facciamo
linguistica.
È molto disordinato. Molto. Anzi, aspetta che...
Okay, perfetto. So in this first section, I'm asking whether Rosella is at school, because she's a teacher, and she tells me that she's in the office, and she goes on to tell me that she shares the office with 3 other people, 2 lawyers, 1 architect, and then herself, and she has a consulenza linguistica. She gives language consultations, I think, and then I'm impressed, and then she offers to take me on a tour of the office. Now, let's have a look at the first expression that I want to talk to you about. It's in qualità di traduttrice. She says that she works there in qualità di traduttrice. This simply means, it's like saying come traduttrice, as a translator. In qualità di, literally is in the quality of a translator, but basically it's an expression that we use whenever you do something and you want to say it in a more formal way. For example, if you're asked to be the judge in a competition, then you could say that you were asked to be there in qualità di giudice. Simply like as a judge, but it just sounds better. Okay. And then when I'm impressed and I say meko komeri. Meko komeri. Now, warning, this word is not dirty, but it does come from a dirty word, okay? Now, it's kind of a cleaner version used especially in the Roman dialect, but the Roman dialect is very, very popular in Italy because of comedy and TV, so everybody understands the slang that we use when people are from Rome. So, me cocomeri, you can see the word cocomeri, that means watermelons. Me is like saying my, so I'm like saying my watermelons. Oh, actually, I just realized that it might sound offensive already in English, so I'm sorry if this offended you, but basically, the actual expression is the different one that we use in Rome, and it's me coglioni. Now, coglioni is a very bad version of, it's a very ugly sounding word for testicles. So, it's like saying, I don't want to say anything that I don't want to say, but yeah, you understand what I mean. So, I'm impressed, and instead of saying the dirty one, which wouldn't be appropriate between two professionals, I'll just say the clean one, which is me cocomeri. Can you say with friends it's totally clean, okay? It's not offensive, it's cute. Of course it's like a slang word. You can't use it at work, for example, but it's not dirty. That's what I want to say. Okay, let's keep going.
Anzi, aspetta che le cose più scandalose magari le tolgo.
I reggiseni che c'hai.
No, però buste della spesa buttate così, perché ogni tanto vado a mangiare dove capita,
sì.
E quindi mi porto, mentre lavoro, la cosa che consigliano tutti i nutrizionisti, mentre lavori mangi un pezzo di roba.
Allora, dov'è questo ufficio? In che paese? In che città?
Oristano.
Ah, Oristano.
Mi giro e cerco di andare lenta, altrimenti ti viene mal di mare.
Sì. Perfetto. So, she offers to give me a tour, and then before she starts, she says that she's going to kind of hide the embarrassing thing. She used the word scandalose. Scandal. It just means shocking. So I say like reggiseni, your bras. Then she says, oh no, just like stuff like shopping bags and pieces of food, because she does what every nutritionist suggests, which is to eat something while she's working. And then I ask her where is the office, and she said that it's in Oristano. And then the last sentence, which she says at a supersonic speed, she says, cerco di andare lenta, se no ti viene il mal di mare. I'll try and go slow, otherwise you get seasick. I say, che c'hai? Che c'hai? You can see a few words, the che, the what, and the I you have. So what do you have? That C apostrophe, you will hear it all the time in Italian. It doesn't translate, so it's not one of those ci that can have a meaning. It's just a random ci, okay? Che c'hai? So che c'hai can have two meanings. It could be che c'hai as in what's up, or che c'hai meaning what do you have? So what do you have over there? Okay, so it depends on the context. Now, can you say without the C? Well, that's the prescribed way, che hai, or che cosa hai. What happens is that in Italian, it's very complicated, but whenever you use the verb to have, which is not this case, but I'll tell you where this comes from. Whenever you use the verb to have, actually, let me pull out my whiteboard. Okay, you know, maybe you don't know, but whenever you're trying to use the verb to have with a direct object pronoun, for example, lo, la, li, and le, meaning it and them, they would go before the verb, right? What happens is that it sounds really silly. Now, this is not right, okay? Whatever I've written, I was just wanting to show you that if you're trying to say I don't have it, you would have to say non, la for it if it's feminine, and then the verb ho, for example, for I don't have it. See, obviously we would say non l'ho. Okay, that's what we would say. Now, if it was I don't have it where it's masculine, it'd still be non l'ho. And if it was li or le, we would say li ho or non li ho, le ho, non le ho. It just sounds really weird, especially in the singular. Those ones sound really, really horrible. Non l'ho. What? What do you say? So we decided that we would throw in a c'è. Non ce li ho, non ce l'ho, non ce l'ho for feminine, non ce li ho for masculine plural, non ce le ho for feminine plural. So the whole range. Starting from this adjustment that we have to do grammatically, this one is acceptable. So non ce l'ho is much better than non l'ho. okay? Whenever we ask a question, if I want to say, do you have something, okay, do you have it? Then, let's say, I would normally have to say, I would have to say, do you have it? So do you have it is, do you have is I, with the it before it would be lie. It just sounds really silly to say lie, because it doesn't even sound like a verb or a sentence, okay? So it's grammatically correct to say ce l'hai, have you got it? It's like the English got. You know, instead of do you have it, have you got it? It just makes it stand out a little bit more, because there's like two words meaning the same thing. Same idea. So starting from this, which is grammatically what we have to do, what happens? That we get to using it even when we don't need it. Because, you know, che will be totally grammatically correct. But in conversational Italian, we do make a grammatical mistake by using the che or the C apostrophe, and that's totally fine. I mean, everybody does it, so it's fine. You can use it too. Now here Rosella says, in that sentence that she says at supersonic speed, cerco di andare lenta, cerco di andare lenta. I'll try and go slow. So why am I pointing this out? Because that cerco di andare, something that will make you crazy in Italian is usually, what preposition do I use? With verbs. Sometimes it's a, sometimes it's per, sometimes it's di, sometimes it's da, and it drives you crazy, and I know it does. How can you get it right? There is a very simple answer that you're not gonna like. And it is, each verb just wants a certain preposition, just like in English. You listen to music. You know, in Italian we don't have that to, we say ascoltare la musica. But why is it to? You listen to music. Couldn't it be I listen at music? Couldn't it be I listen for music? It's just I listen to music. You accept it. So some verbs in Italian just want a preposition. So whenever you see a preposition with a verb, it's not because it's randomly thrown, like the D is put there because randomly we wanted to use D. It's because cercare, whenever you're trying to do something, if you look it up on a dictionary, it will tell you that cercare is followed by the preposition di when it's followed by a verb. So cerco di parlare lentamente. I'm trying to speak slowly. Cerco di andare lenta. Okay? Cerco di fare ginnastica tutti I giorni. I'm trying to exercise every day. It's just because cercare wants di. Other verbs would sometimes want a different preposition. It's a matter of knowing what that verb wants. So it's simply a matter of looking it up. The verb. And then it will tell you. The dictionary, a good dictionary will tell you. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Questo, vedi la scrivania?
Sì?
Una mia amica ha svuotato la cantina e mi ha lasciato tutte queste cose. Io le ho sistemate lì per vedere se funzionano e ancora non so neanche io cosa farne.
Ah, ok.
Insomma, ecco.
Io
Poi,
pensavo che mi stessi per dire, lì mi siedo con I clienti, mentre in quest'altro...
in teoria sì, prima che ci fosse tutta questa roba tecnologica sì.
Now here, Rosella is still showing me the place, and she says, you see that scrivania, that desk? My friend emptied her garage, cantina, that's another word for garage, pretty much. We don't park in the cantina, we just store things, but... and she left me all these things, all this technology, and I put it there to check if it works, and it does, but now I don't know what to do with it. And then I say, oh, I thought you were going to tell me that you sit there with your clients, and she says, yeah, actually, in theory, I should. Non so neanch'io cosa farne. She says, non so neanch'io cosa farne. Non so, I don't know. Neanch'io, neither I, so neither I do know. I forgot English right now. Okay? Cosa farne, what to do. What's that ne? If you haven't seen the ne, it's a particle that means of it or of them. So it's like a pronoun, it replaces something that was said before, and it means of it or of them depending on the context. So here she's saying that she also doesn't know what to do with them, with those things, okay? I thought I should point that out. And then she uses the expression in teoria. Probably you know what that means, but that's something that I would like you to use a lot more. In teoria, in theory, okay? In teoria, sì. In pratica, in practice, no. I'm just making it up, okay? So, In teoria dovrei andare in piscina tutti i giorni. In teoria, in theory, dovrei andare, I should go, in piscina, to the swimming pool, tutti i giorni, every day. In pratica, vado un giorno sì e un giorno no. In practice, I go every other day. I've just said every other day. Did you notice what that was? Un giorno sì, un giorno no. A day yes and a day nope. Okay.
Where's Bin Laden in London?
Aspetta
Lo
che
vedi?
non vedo.
Non so.
Che cos'è?
Dov'è Bin Laden a Londra?
Ah, ok,
Beh,
ok.
io che traduco a te è veramente il massimo.
No, non ho visto,
E
non vedevo. Very short clip. She's showing me a picture and she says, "Where is Bin Laden in London?" I didn't hear it. So she tells me in Italian, "Dov'è Bin Laden a Londra?" And then she makes a comment that it's pretty funny that she's translating for me, knowing, that I live in Australia. The expression that came out of this is this one. È il massimo. So she says, io che traduco a te, me translating for you, è il massimo, which literally means it's the top. It just simply means it's the top. When would we use this? È il massimo, for example, it could be used as in it's the best. Quindi ho mangiato una pizza over there, in quella pizzeria, che è il massimo. È il massimo, it's the best, it's the maximum. Okay. Now here she doesn't mean it that way. She just means it's like it's the strangest thing. It's like it's the best, funniest thing that I'm translating for you. Okay. So see how you can use it. If you have an example, you wanna check it in the comments. Come up with an example where you would use è il massimo. So you could use it for somebody who's really funny, and you could be describing them as Marco è il massimo, okay? Now, it's not very common, but you could say that. Another, like I said, it tends to be used mostly for it's the best. So anything that you would like to describe as the best, the proper Italian way would be è il migliore. It's the best, literally. But we probably say è il massimo more frequently than we say è il migliore. I don't know why, but yeah, that's how it is. Okay.
tutta la canzone l'ho fatta con un corso di bambine che venivano qua, con cui ho fatto anche questo.
Oh, the alphabet. Now Rosella is showing me a poster with a song, and she's telling me that it's something that she got from her students. And then she shows me something about the alphabet, the English alphabet. Rosella is an English teacher, if you missed the first part of the interview, episode 1 of Italian Accelerator. And she said, she showed me that she's done the alphabet, and I'm all impressed, and Now, the expression that I would like to tell you about is simply this. She says, delle bambine con cui ho anche fatto blah blah blah. Delle bambine, a few children, no, children, little girls, there you go. Con cui ho anche fatto blah blah. That con cui, do you know what that con cui means? It means with whom. In Italian, whenever, as you know, I use comparative linguistics to teach you. That's why this lesson is in English, because it is the best way to learn the grammar of a language in your own language. Makes it easier. In English, who, whenever it's preceded by a preposition, should or can become whom. Okay, with whom. That's because you took the who and you put a preposition like for whom. Well, that's what happens in Italian. The word che, which means who or what, whenever it's preceded by a preposition like con, we change it to cui. So that con cui ho anche fatto is like con che ho anche fatto, but we don't say con che, we say con cui, with whom. If it was for whom, it would have been per cui. If it was to whom, we would have said a cui, and so on. So
Yes. E questo invece è stato un regalo di una mia classe.
ma sei bionda nella caricatura, scusa?
Vabbè, hanno qualche problema.
Ok,
Tant'è che vedi che ho messo l'originale perché non mi riconoscevano.
Sì, vabbè, però, vabbè, la caricatura è caricatura.
Esatto. E poi qua, tutto l'ambaradan.
Tutto il sapere. Next thing that she shows me is her caricature that was gifted to her from her students, and I say, but you're blonde in your caricature. She said, yeah, actually that's why I put the original picture there, because nobody could tell that was me. And I say, oh, it's a caricature, you know, of course it's gonna be different. And then she shows me the place of where she keeps all the knowledge, you know, like the bookshelves. Now there's two expressions that I like to tell you about. The first one is, I say, sì, vabbè, però. Now these are just a bunch of expressions, okay? So, sì, it doesn't mean yes, it just means, oh, well. Vabbè. Vabbè, you know what vabbè means? Vabbè is short for va bene, so it's like okay. It's like, oh, well, all right. Okay, in this context, probably all right would be better than okay. And that però, you know that però means however. In this case, it just doesn't. It's used as an empty word, okay? We use però and ma, which means but. That will confuse you because you know that ma means but and però means however, and you hear it and it doesn't mean either. And that's because we use it as just an empty word, okay? Just like allora, we use a lot, but in that case, it kind of coincides to English. So. This one, for example, però, I can use però when I'm really impressed. You know, you say you're gonna go out for a night out and you walk in the room and you've got this beautiful outfit. I say, però. So I say, wow. But I say però. Okay, so it doesn't take it literally. Sometimes you will hear it. So here I'm just impressed, you know, whatever. I don't remember what I was. Okay. Next expression is, she's showing me the bookshelves with all the knowledge, and I say, tutto. She says lambaradan. Lambaradan is a word that I dare say that it's a little bit old. Rosella, you're showing your age. But it's used to mean, it's like the whole setup, the whole, what's the word that we use in English? I'm sorry, I've been sick, so I can't remember the word in English, but there is a word in English that we use. The whole full deal? No, I can't remember right now. Help me out in the comments. I'm totally blanked out right now. But it just means, I'll give you an example. Let's say that you like music and you show me your stereo media room and you've got your speakers and you're like the lights, and that would be your ambaradan. Okay, the whole 9 yards? No, I just don't remember. Oh, sorry. But anyway, okay, next clip.
E poi?
La laureissima, la Repubblica Italiana.
Ecco qua.
Sì.
E anche il...
Well, very quickly. And then she shows me her degree, or diploma, yes, the degree, and I say, la laureissima. Now, la laureissima. Is that even a word? Of course it's not. And that's why I'm showing you. La laurea, that's your degree. La laureissima, can you see that it's a superlative, like it's the issima, like as in bellissimo, very beautiful. So the very degree, which you can kind of say in English, can't you? And this is my very degree. That's the same thing. Now, it is a made-up word. You will not find it in any dictionary. But that's the beauty of a language. You can make words up if you're following the rules of that language. Okay? So in Italian, if you know that you can make a superlative with issimo and you want to kind of make up a funny word, you can, as long as you're following the Italian rules, which means you're treating the word as feminine or masculine as the original word. You know, you're not making something that nobody would understand, but it's totally free, it's totally beautiful to make up words. So please do. Actually, here's another comment that I ask you to do. Pause the video, come up with a word, make it up. Take an Italian word, it doesn't have to be with the issimo, issima. For example, let's say that you're making a fruit salad and you only put banana and apple. Now, banana is banana and apple is mela, okay? And you show it to me and you kind of want to call it, you want to say, I've made this thing with banamela, which is the combination of banana and mela. It's funny. In the context, they'll understand that you mean banana and mela, so why not say? So have fun with it. Tell me, make up a word and let me know what that means, just in case I don't get it, okay?
Ok, grazie mille e ci vediamo nel prossimo video and don't forget to subscribe. Ciao ciao!